Well, all the Dutch drivers towards the front end of the field is Rietveld from Bono House, Liam DeVal and Mohamed Patel behind. We are underway for the first round in the rFactor 2 Formula Pro Series, powered by TraxionGG. And around the outside, your 5-time world champion was trying to make it stick on Jeffrey Rietveld, didn't make it so. It's a team red line leading down the hill. Kevin Siggy already on the attack, trying to get by Mohamed Patel as we head down towards Eau Rouge for the first time. It's a fantastic start from Kevin Siggy, working his way up the order and already through side-by-side crazy action. And Yovski's through as well.
Very first time for them to get into the chicane, still side by side here between Maguire and Jan van der Heijden. Luckily, nothing happened there. Van der Heijden is going very wide there after the chicane. Hopefully, he can come back to the tarmac here. Just
slipstream. That run from La Source all the way up towards Les Combes on the Camel Straight and around the outside for Team Fordzilla. Let's take a look at what happened. This is Nuno Pinto. There's Gianmarco Fedicci looking to the inside of one of the Musto GDE sports drivers. And then gets a tap from Alan Terzic.
Lot right behind, but he doesn't though. Look at Casper Stolzer going side by side. Immediately they might go for a Rouge side by side once again.
Whoa, that's brave. That is absolutely brave. Jordi Zveers is also going to sweep through. Just pushed off the road a little bit there from Valeriano. I don't think Valeriano expected Zveers to come with such speed, trying to make up the position. And close friend of Jordi Zveers, Alan Terzic, is sat in the background. Is there going to be a dive? Oh, it's snapped off from the front end by Giordano Valeriano, chopping the nose, and Terzic has gone round. Terzic around at Les Combes, and down the field he'll go.
That's the replay of Alan Terzic. Did he tap the front? Yeah, he tapped the front, the back end, the car in front, and then just turned around. There's also keep an eye on that while we see the start of Journey Simoncic. See how he got away here. It looked like a decent start. Oh, someone from Varga Sim Racing, Chinchik probably, completely missed the start there.
We'll be marching into the top 10 in a moment's notice. There's the move on Pajic. And I don't know about you, straight line speed for the Red Bulls looking pretty handy right now.
Telling us that it is esports. Niels, no worries, we didn't forget about it, but we can also not forget about Kevin Siggy, who's trying to launch an attack on Mohamed Patel, and trying is not the right word, as he just successfully did so, and now Dennis Jordan is all over the back of Patel.
Terzic made a move before they got down into Eau Rouge, and now trying to fire one through. There's contact between the two, was alongside. Well, we were wondering if we were going to talk about this today. Alex Siebel trying to get the move done in Pau on different strategies between the two. Terzic just turns in. The instance is on board with Alex Siebel, and you can see gets alongside, commits it. Maybe you could argue he's missing the apex. Maybe you could argue that Alan Terzic turns in. That's a hard one. That's a tough one.
It is a slow-mo.
Of course it
awesome.
Is.
Look at that. Oh, that texture is on those tyres. Looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, Jan van der Heijden onto the rear of Nuno Pinto running through a Rivage. There gets down the inside. That is for position. Obviously, the pit stop difference is Nuno Pinto yet to pit. Jan van der Heijden fresh out of the pit lane, and pace differential as well. Nuno Pinto didn't even qualify.
Right. Well, we're looking into the replay of Giordano Valeriano against the Red Bull Racing Esports car. They touched, and then he was just sent off, being a passenger in his own car.
The typical expectation. First one into the pit lane, second one into the pit lane as well. Bono House, followed by Jeffrey Rietveld. The vote was to undercut. Well, he's not listening to that. Definitely doesn't have that on screen.
Yeah, I wonder if they just didn't want to risk any strategic play, so they decided to just go whenever Bono House is going.
Yellow flag out in Sector 2. Who is that who's dropping down the order? Alan Terzic is out of the race. So 2 retirements, and Alex Siebel as well. Alex Siebel is out of the race. What's happened to Red Bull Racing Esports' number 13?
With 1 car less, let's see, that is behind Valeriano. Does he actually run into Valeriano? No, he doesn't. Alex Siebel goes... Oh. He doesn't! He's clipping him! Unbelievable, sending both cars into the wall. Obviously... Valeriano lost another wing. Oh, that's why he had the DNF. Oh, he was without a wing already. But was that Siebel trying to go back onto the line?
Tears for them. There's the slow-mo, Ruben Carrera. There's a nice little bit of explain as well, as those two come together and get sent off. Well, I think you'll kind of see that Valeriano, at least from my opinion, can't do anything about it. The two they just come together. Interesting to see big names appearing. One of the many Team Redline drivers as well. Pajic out. And then out. Is the pit limiter not coming off? Yeah, the pit limiter's not coming off. You can look, he's locked at 60k.
Jumping on board with Michi Hoyer, who is inside the top 10. And pulling in for the second time now, isn't he?
I believe so. He's been into the pit lane before. That was back on lap 11, so a second pit stop for Michi Hoyer, and
probably changed for him, and his tyres were not that great anymore. Kevin Sicki against Wolves the esports here around the outside once again. That should have been Liam DeVol. Yeah, it was from Wolves GR.
Michi Hoyer making a move, or it could be Yannis Simic because they're both in the same car, but it is actually Michi Hoyer making a move. That one will be on Maguire. Is anyone going to do a two-stop strategy will the two-stop strategy pay off? And Dennis Jordan into the pit lane, Kasper Stolzer being dived there from Jerne Simoncic, and to be honest, may well come up the order on a bit. The 27 of Dennis Jordan trying to get by Peter Berliak. Will he make a move on the brakes? No, he will not. Smart move, because again, this is what I was saying earlier with Kevin Siggy's attempt a bit earlier in the race, is why make a move into the chicane when the run into Les Combes is far more important.
All the speed available for Dennis Jordan, but this time he has to go the inside. That's Peter Berliak is not covering it, and it might pay off for him. Both slightly touch. Luckily, they all get through this. I saw you already sweating on the camera there, Lewis. It might not be down to BOP at all this time, but we see a ton of overtaking, and that is Manuel Biancalila going around Jan van der Heide, the GT Pro champion.
Take another look at it, because this is about as good as you like in the slipstream. You can see they're defending as hard as the German can, but the brakes of Biancalila, a little bit too much space given. Perfect between the two. That is respect-filled racing that we love to see.
In Spa-Francorchamps, Manuel Biancalila might see himself defending against the same move of Jan van der Heide, the move that he just did a lap ago. And the Rocket Sim Sport driver managed to go around the outside, but they both touch on the apex as Biancalila tries to defend. He turns around Jan van der Heide, who spins twice, luckily not hitting anything, back into the race. But what was that? Both drivers being fairly similar in terms of pace through the chicane.
Let's take a look again then what happened between Biancalila and Jan van der Heide. So van der Heide gets through on the slipstream. Biancalila is there, cut across, beautifully judged, maybe turned in a little bit too much, left the nose down the inside, bottomed out on the curb and spins Jan van der Heide. Been away from us for a little while, has been taking part elsewhere, but Mr. 5-time comes out of the final corner. What else can this driver win? Bunner House on top here at Spa, and that will feel perfectly good. Jeffrey Rietveld coming in behind, and I'm pretty sure Dom Duran will be looking on pretty happy, because if you count Bonner House as a red line driver, it's a lockout on the podium. Bonner House taking the first win of the season with Rietveld and Siggy rounding out the podium. Deval Mohamed Patel, the top 5 with the Yovski. Brzezinski, super sub for Williams Esports, up to 7th spot. The Le Mans virtual winner, Marcel Chinchik and Manuel Biancalila. Yuri Toman, Varga looking good inside the top 10.